How to make a clicker game in Scratch in under 3 minutes. Everyone loves a good clicker game, so let's learn how to make one in Scratch. Step 1. Setting up the main clicker. For this, you could go ahead and upload any sprite to Scratch to act as your main clicker object. In this case, I'll be using the cookie sprite from Minecraft for no particular reason. With your clicker sprite in the scene, let's go ahead and do some basic programming. Firstly, we need to create a variable. This will keep track of our total clicks, and in this case, I went ahead and named it total cookies. After this, let's go ahead and add some basic code. Starting with when green flag clicked, we're going to add a simple go-to block to reset the position, alongside a set total cookies to 0 block. This makes it so that every time the game is ran, your cookies are reset back to 0. Next, to make it clickable, add a when this sprite clicked block, and under it, add change total cookies by 1. And with this, we have an object that we can click and the score increases infinitely. Step 2. Adding animation. Let's make our clicker game come to life by giving it some slight movement by adding in these blocks. It looks a tad daunting, but let me explain what this does. The sine of timer times 200 times 3 part creates a smooth wave-like pattern using math, using the plus number as a base angle or position. The timer block keeps track of time, and is able to rotate or move the cookie according to it. Feel free to modify these numbers to your liking, but we should now have a nifty-looking cookie. Step 3. Satisfying clicking. To do this, we are going to add this block to the bottom of our onClicked event. Basically, when we click on the object, it will scale itself up briefly. Alongside this, chuck this exact block into the forever loop from before, and change the initial size to something smaller. After this, let's go ahead and make it so that when we click the cookie, it creates this awesome clone particle effect. To do this, add a create clone of myself block to the sprite clicked event. Then, for the actual clone, let's break down this massive chunk of code. When it's cloned, we set its ghost effect to 0 and size to be smaller than the actual cookie. Then, we create and set two variables known as x speed and y speed. These variables allow us to automate the cookie particle movement, which is in this forever loop. Now, every click feels impactful and visually satisfying. Step 4. Adding upgrades. No clicker game is complete without upgrades. Here's how to add some. In this case, I've gone ahead and made 3 icons. Firstly, let's go ahead and copy over the set size blocks from the clicker to this sprite. This allows us to make it so that when we hover over the icon, it shows some visual feedback that it's selected. To actually make the shop item work, here is a chunk of code for that. Basically, we could check to see if our total cookies count is above or equal to the shop price. Then if so, we can subtract the cost from our total and increase a new variable called cookie multiplier. Finally, replace the 1 in the original clicker code with cookie markiplier. Repeat this process to add more shop items, and with that, we have pretty much a basic, fun, and addictive clicker game. Feel free to expand this further and add more items, a title screen, or whatever you feel like. This game can be customized to be whatever you want, so please have fun with it. And that is